Hello, hello. And I know my people love music. Let's start with music. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's already Friday, Wednesday. Awesome. How are we all doing? Um, how are we all doing today? How are we all doing today? It's what? Okay. Let me turn on the light. Thank you for sharing the live. Let me put let's see. I know my people love music. Thanks for those that joined yesterday. And we did learn a lot. We learned a lot yesterday. We learned, and I'm trying to figure out how to is it no. How do I do this? Nothing. I'm just trying to. How are you all doing today? How are you all doing today? So let's put on some music. Let's put on some music. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for um joining me today. I'm super excited. Super excited. Excited about everything. I'm super excited. How are you all doing? Let's see. Let's play some music. Awesome. Okay. How are you? Happy homestay. Happy homestay. Happy homestay. Um, and I'm still trying to figure this thing out. La la. Let's see. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for joining me today. It's bedtime morning talk with Dr. Lina. We had lunchtime morning talk with Dr. Lina with on TikTok today, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I had beautiful questions. I had beautiful question from beautiful people, and I also shared the board, and I'm trying to figure this out, to know how you can do this. I'm trying to see how we can. I guess I don't know. Hi, Matthew Quest. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. How are we today? Happy Wednesday. It's bedtime money talk with Dr. Lina. We did that yesterday, and it was amazing. I also did earlier. I did with what's it called? I did on TikTok live earlier as well. Lunchtime money talk with Dr. Lina, and it was amazing. Hello, Izo. Hello, Matthew. What is this? So this is bedtime money talk with Dr. Lina. So we're talking about investing. We're talking about how you're going to manage your money. We're talking about how to grow your wealth. We're also talking about risk-free investing. We're talking about how to have financial freedom. What are the things that you are, what is interesting to you? What questions do you have when it comes to money? The devil is rich and famous. Oh, well, it depends. It depends. But God is even richer, right? He's even richer. He's full of wealth. That's it. Yeah. Skip scan. How are you today? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. I am super here to be here. Super happy to be here. So today we're going to be talking about the 4 account system. 4 accounts that will help you win with money. That's what we're going to talk about. So I had a teaser earlier about, if you have to, if you have the option, let's just say if you have to make a choice, and I think I have it on TikTok. I also have it on, and also have it on, I have it on YouTube here as well. That, and this is just an icebreaker. If you can only pick two, retire at 40, no debt, you not having any debt at all, 25K a month, every month for the rest of your life, 3 rental portfolios, 3 rental properties, a fully paid dream home. So again, you can only pick two. Retire at 40, and this is just, a money game. Bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better. Well, yeah, skip scan. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for subscribing if you're new here. Thank you all for doing that. So if you could only pick two, retire at 40, no debt, 25K every month, three rental property, a fully paid dream home, what would you choose? Right? What would you choose? Is it a fully paid dream home or three rental properties, 25K a month, every single month for the rest of your life? You not having a debt, right? Retire at 40. Retire at 40 is one. Two is no debt. Three is 25K every single month. Penelope, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing the live. If I subscribe, can you put my name on the board? Um, when you subscribe to this is about you managing your funds, you investing. I always support everyone, and I'm also very supportive whatever that would help us to succeed. That's what this is all about. A cat fisherman, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the live. So we're just having just like an icebreaker. We were here yesterday, just like an icebreaker. If you could only pick two, if you could only, I love God too, my dear. I love God over everything. If you could only pick two, retire at 40, that's one. Two is no debt, you not owing anything, your debt is cleared. You not owing anything. Or three, $25,000 every month for the rest of your life, right? Or getting three rental properties. And lastly, you getting your fully paid dream home. What do you have to choose? On a scale of 1 to 5, let me know. Put in the comment. Which two are you going to choose? One being retired 40, two being no debt at all, you not having any debt. Three, 25K every single month. And four, three rental properties. And five, a fully paid dream home. Right? What are you going to be picking? What two choices? Retire at 40, two, no debt, three, 25K every month, three rental property. I will do money so I can give it to the homeless. That's fantastic. I love the idea. It is always good to give to the needy, right? It's always fantastic to give to the needy. Right? So when people often say that, oh, money is the root of all evil. Yes, the love of money. Yes, I totally agree. But you also think about, or people will say, okay, money doesn't buy happiness. But what does lack of money, what does it buy you? When you have bills, because you have bills to pay, your bills would always come. It doesn't care if you love it or you don't love it, right? You love money or you do not love it, you will still pay bills. And when we say that you have money, you can use your money to help others. You can use the money to give the best of the life for yourself. Depending on your religion, depending on your belief, you can use it to further the kingdom of God or do whatever you want to do with money, right? You can live a good life. Trust me, when we talk about money, the good quality health system, the quality, because when we always talk about health, right, wealth, we always think about wealth as what? Wealth is just equate to money. No, wealth is in four different phases. There's money wealth that everybody talks about, right? There is money wealth, which is investment, real estate, ETFs, stock market, your high income scale, right? That is one type of wealth. That is money wealth. But there is three others that are very, very important that a lot of us, we always forget about. The second one is health wealth. Health wealth, you having good health, it is wealth in itself. Health is wealth. There's a reason why that is being said. Health is wealth, right? There is a reason for that. You having health wealth, so exercising well, eating right, eating good food, having mental health, a good mental state of mind, that is health wealth. You having it is wealth, because forget it, you can have all this money in the whole world, right? All the money in the whole world, if you don't have health wealth, the money doesn't make any meaning to you, right? So when you are chasing, think about, you're chasing the money wealth, you're chasing the health wealth. And then the third one is peace wealth. The peace of mind that, okay, you know what, I have protection for my family. I have protection for, back to emergency. And I'm going to show this board. You probably, for people that were here yesterday, I talked about emergency fund. You having your 1 month of emergency fund in case there's a loss of income. Yeah, in case there's a loss of income, you are able to protect your family. You are able to protect your family. You are able to provide for your family. You have your emergency income in an high yield savings account. What is an high yield savings account? An high yield savings account is basically your normal, put one in the comment section if you have an account with Bank of America, Chase. For those in North America, Chase or Wells Fargo, those three top banks. I guess every one of us, we get to have an account in all of those. And guess what? Do they give you in return? They give you 0.01% for you putting your money there. And on top of that, they charge you maintenance. But then you can put it in an IU savings account, your emergency fund, for your protection of your family. Put it in an IU savings fund, in an IU savings account, like a Capital One that gives you 3.3%, or they give you, or a SoFi, or an Amex, American Express, Ally, all of those give you between 3 to 5%. That's where you put your money, right? Put one in the comment section if you know about IU savings account. Put one in the comment section. And if you don't know about IU savings account, put 0. And thank you so much for sharing this live. Thank you for subscribing if you have not. And for those subscribing, thank you, because this helps. And when you share, you are paying it forward. Just the same way I am doing this, just to help people. I am just passionate. I'm a doctor of business and technology. So you might be wondering, is doctor, is it just a nickname? No. I studied it. I got the highest level of education when it comes to business and technology. On my day life, yes. So basically, hey Catfish, thank you for Catfisherman. Does that sound like catfish? Right? Are you catfishing? Right? But anyways, such an interesting name, right? Such an interesting name. So back to what I was saying, you want to have an emergency fund to make sure that you have the peace wealth, protection for your family, insurance, all those kind of, having a living trust, right? All of that, okay, you have not yet what? Not now yet. What does that mean? Are you talking about you don't know about IU savings account? Is that what you're saying? Or you don't know about an emergency fund? Let me know. Just let me know. I'm not so sure about what your question is, right? But yes, my name is Catfisherman, but you are not catfish. Okay, that's very interesting. It's just a very interesting name, right? Yeah. So basically, back to what I was saying. So you want to have money wealth, you want to have time wealth, and you want to have health wealth. You want to have all three of this. Then the last one that is very important, it is time wealth. What is time wealth? Time wealth is what they call financial freedom. Freedom to live life at your own terms. Freedom to say that, you know what, I don't like that job because I do not get reward. I do not feel rewarded by this job. But then you still have to go there because you have to pay bills. You don't like that alarm clock that wakes you up, but you still have to go because you have to pay bills. You want to go on vacation, but you cannot go on vacation because you have to pay bills, right? So those are the things that time wealth is, your ability to live life at your own terms. So living life at your own terms. And that's what some people say, you know what, I want to just do this 9 to 5. I want to get off the hamster wheel. I want to get off the rat race. I want to get it up by 40 or even earlier. I don't like this. It's frustrating me. Yes, that's what that means. You not being able to have freedom. And that's what I talk about here. I am trying to figure out, I don't know if whoever is very good with, this is my second time of going live, and I've never had to use a board. I'm trying to figure out how I can, turn this, mirror this so that you guys can see it. So I have here the four account system. the 4-account system that is going to help you win with money. The 4-account system, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm trying to figure. I know that on TikTok, because I'm able to do that. I'm able to, switch it, mirror it. But I'm trying to figure this out on, on what's it called, on YouTube. I don't know if anybody goes live that can help me with this. So basically, but I'll just talk about it. What are the 4-account system that you should have? What 4-account system should you have? Your 4-account system is the 4-account system that you should have. And thank you for sharing this live. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for for you subscribing, because this is going to help. The 4-account system. So the first account that you need to have is your normal income account. Your normal income account. What is your normal income account? So as it says, your income account, whatever thing that comes as income, your salary, your paycheck, and all of that, that goes into your income account. And oftentimes is your checking account, which you have in all this top bank, that you have. Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo. That's what, that's the account that you have here. Now, those accounts, you are supposed to use it as a distribution center. And I'm looking for my pen. It's a distribution center. Let me turn this. Maybe these would help. No, it's, let's see. Maybe I would turn it this way. Okay, I think, and maybe you guys would do, okay, let's do this. The only thing is that I might not see who is there and who is not. That's the only thing. But okay, so great. So I was just talking about what income accounts, what are the first one is the income account. So this, most of the time, everybody just have this account. And then you're wondering, why am I confused? Why am I confused as to what is going on with my account? I am making so much money. I am making so much money, but guess what? I am not getting rewarded. I am making so much money, but guess what? I don't know where my money is going. Some people, I have friends that are like, they end up to like 150,000, high net worth individual, 300,000, 400,000. But then at the end of they were like, I don't even know what I'm doing with my money. I don't know what I'm doing with my money. So this is why you need to have the 4 quadrants of accounts. And these are literal accounts. This is one account, right? Your income account, and it houses your salary, so your paycheck goes in there, and other income. Remember, we always talk about multiple streams of income. I always say multiple streams of income. So you having your salary, other form of income, maybe you write Uber on the side, maybe you have ebook, digital books, that are other source of income that you put in here. You put it in here. You put that source of income here. This could be in a checking or a savings account. Oftentimes it's a checking account. And this account is where everybody typically just stops. They just put their money in that account. And if you put that money in that account and you are making it, okay, you are paying your bills from here, you are investing from here, trust me, you will not have direction with your money. You will not have direction with your money. What is going to happen is that you just realize that I am earning so much, I don't know where my money is going. You say, oh, I'm making so much money, but I don't know where my money is going. And that's why you should have these 4 quadrant accounts. So one is your salary account, and I call it the distribution center. So here, it's just you distributing your money. It's just your distribution center. That's what this account is for. Because your salary comes in, your paycheck comes in on the 30th or 31st, it goes into this checking account. It automatically you are supposed to automate it and take your emergency fund, right? What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is basically the fund that covers your bill in a case of loss of income. In a case of loss of this one doesn't exist, you are still able to provide for your family. That is what this emergency fund is. You want to have your, and this basically means your rent, your rent, your utilities, your groceries, your car or transportation for gas and all of that for 1 month. The minimum is you should have this emergency fund for 1 month. Have this emergency fund. And where do you put this emergency fund? You put it in an IU savings account. Right now, the IU savings account that you can put it in, it returns 3 to 5%. 3 to 5%, guys, versus this account, which is a Bank of America, a Chase, or a Wells Fargo that give you 0.01. That's what you get. What does that mean? It means that on a $10,000 for a whole 365 days, you only get $1. You only get $1, right? You only get $1. A whole dollar, that's what you get for a whole year. Putting your money in the Bank of America. Put in the comment section if you are getting anything above $100. Put in the comment section if you are getting anything above 0.01% in your bank. But here you get 3 to 5%. That's what you get here. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you so much for sharing the live, subscribing, because this is going to help you. I have this is bedtime money talk with Dr. Lina, because it's going to help you in having how do you manage your money. This is the structure and a system. If you give your money if it has a system and a structure, you are definitely going to win with money. It's not like you are not doing well. You are working hard. You are making this income, but then you don't know what is happening with your money. And that's what we are talking about. If you have these 4 quadrants of fund and you manage your money that way, you are going to definitely win with money. So the first one, for those that are just joining, thank you for sharing the live and thank you for subscribing. For those ones that are just joining, your salary, this is where most people end. They just have this account and they do everything from this account. That is a recipe for failure when it comes to money. But here, if you have it as this account is just a distribution center. And you say, Dr. Lina, what does that mean? Distribution center. Your income comes in, salary and other income goes into this account, either checking or savings, because your employer, that's the only one they deal with. But this account, by the 4th or the 5th, this account should totally be empty. It should be 0 because it's at risk. Somebody can hack into the account, it's publicly known, and at the same time, it's not generating anything. It only gives you 0.01% in Chase, Bank of America, or West Fargo. That's why you would have automated on the 1st of every month. Once money lands on the 31st, automate it and let money go into where? It goes into your expense account. What does your expense accounts mean? This expense account funds your lifestyle. So your rent, your groceries, your utilities. So remember, I said lifestyle. This is your needs. Your needs is your lifestyle. It's not those MS bag. It's not those buying big cars or buying designer stuff that you are trying to impress another person. Your needs, rent, grocery, utility, having your light on, making sure your kids are okay. You have food on your table. You have the rent. And that's the expense account. That's the third account. And this is a literal account. This can be an IU savings account, and here or a checking account, because here as well is just for you to pay your bills. This is where most of the time paycheck. When we hear paycheck to paycheck, a lot of time this equals this, and that's the recipe for failure. If income account equals your expense, your bills account, then this is failure at the best. You can never win with money if your income equals your expense. But guess what? If your income minus this expense, if it can fund these other quadrants, you will definitely win with money. This is what we want. the income account minus your bills account, expense account will make you win. If you have a lot, 50%, 60% after you have removed your expense from your income, you would win with money. And then I mean it, you will win with money because you will not have sufficient amount to have your financial freedom. You will have this emergency fund of 3 to 6 months. Emergency fund. And stop me anytime. Thank you for those that just joined. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for so cat fisherman. I'm back in. Had to eat dinner. Okay, that's great. That is great. Let me know where you all are joining from. Let me know. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for sharing the live because you are paying it forward. You are learning this. You want to let your family and friend know about it. And thank you for subscribing as well because I share the weekly long form videos that would help you and short form videos on a daily basis that's going to help you in your journey. Okay, so I use savings account. So this is supposed to take care of your expenses, rent, groceries. Keep this one at the minimum. Keep it low. Keep this expense low. And if you can, this one, you want to keep it high. This goes up. This goes down. This gap that you have in between what is high income and low expense is your financial freedom. This is what is going to make you win with money because when you have that, then you can do more with having your first emergency fund that will take care of your family protection in a case that this doesn't exist anymore. If there's a loss of income. And then on top of that is if you have this emergency fund, 1 month, you start with 1 month because it covers these rent, groceries, and all of that, and you put it in an IU savings account, 3 to 5%. That's what this is. And then once you have that, by the way, these accounts, this is where credit cards, utilize credit card to make payment as needed. But make sure that you are disciplined with those credit cards. Because if you use a credit card, you pay it off within the timeline, within the billing cycle, you would win. Because you are going to get some rewards. You are not going to be exposing your account. The only reason why I say it's credit card is because if you use credit cards, in a case like today, I got a call from Amex and they told me, oh, somebody has been shopping on my card. They've been doing Uber Eats. They've been riding Uber, on my card. And I said, well, it's not me. That's what it takes. And of course, it was fraud. It was off. It doesn't bother me. But if it was my own money that was in that account, maybe it was a debit card. The only time you use debit card, I don't even know why you should even use debit card. Because that's your real cash, that's your hard-earned money. So you have your credit card that is paid, once you spend it before the next billing cycle, you pay it off. So no interest. We are not paying any interest. The banks would hate me for this because I'm not going to give them a dime out of my money. Okay? So, and then you have your emergency fund that is giving you 3 to 5% additional money for you. You are saving money here through the reward, and then you are also saving money here or getting returns on investment here, 3 to 5%. Ally Bank, SoFi, Capital One gives you 3.3% right now return. SoFi, I think that one is doing a promo and they're giving 4%. And in case of whatever country that you are in, let me know that you are here. Just put a 1 or say hi, say anything. And thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for subscribing. So, emergency fund, the IU savings account, just go to your, depending on your local bank, just go there and ask them about, IU savings account. Any better program that they have, it might not be exactly IU savings account in your country, but you might say that, okay, you know what, this kind of account, so far it is protected, it's just like a normal savings account. that you put your money in, but it just gives you return. You can take your money at any time. There's no restriction. It's just like a normal bank account. If you know about high yield savings account or any of that program, put a 1 in the comment section. And if you don't know, just put a 0, just so that I know if you have knowledge of what an high yield savings account is. So you have your emergency fund in there. That's where you put your emergency fund. And then you have 3 to 6 months expenses. That's the other thing that you can put inside your IU savings account. What does this do? You can generate 3 to 5%. You are giving your family protection. In a situation where there's a loss of income, you can still pay this. You can still fund your normal life. At least for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, pending the time you are able to get yourself together, get another job, or get another side hustle that is going to start funding your income account again. All right? So, these accounts, you have your vacation, short-term goals. The goal here is liquidity, but definitely generating returns. That's the goal here. And for everybody just joining, this is this is night. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for sharing the live. And thank you so much for subscribing, because sharing the live helps others. You're paying it forward to another person so that they can learn how to fund their account. What the 4 account system. So we're talking about the 4 account system that can help you win with money. You just put your account. You're saying that I'm earning so much, but guess what? It's not working. It's not working. I am earning so much, but it's not working. This is going to help you. I'm making earning so much. I don't know where the money is. The money is just disappearing. Trust me, it's not your family. It's not, there's no reason, right? Let me see, because I just wanted to say, okay, so that's why. And you have your business, the new business idea that is coming. So you want to buy a rental property. You're already in the market to buy it, and you're just looking for the right one, or you're just waiting on closing. You can put the money there because you want to keep it as liquid, but it's also generating return at 3 to 5%. If this is a light bulb for you, let me know. Just put 1 in the comment section. Just put 1, or just say something. Let me know. Okay. And the last part is the investment account. I call this the wealth engine. Why do I call this the wealth engine? And at this point, let me rotate and face you guys. I call this the wealth engine. Okay? So, what does this simply mean? The investment part is basically, this is where the money is made. If you can save income and expense, and you have your income and your expense in this form, you have your income and you have your expense. You keep your income high, you get your expense low, you will be able to fund your emergency fund account, your IU savings account, and at the same time, you will have your investment account. Because if you can keep the other quadrant, thank you for sharing the live, and thank you so much for subscribing to this. We're talking about the 4 account structure that you need to have that will help you win with money. That will give you, because if you don't give your money direction, it's going to have its own 2 legs and walk away. It's going to give yourself direction. If you don't have a system, then it would not work. So this is like a system, and 1 is the income account, 2 is the expense account, 3 is the IU savings account, and 4 is the investment account. Now, the investment account, what does that entail? This is where you have your 401k for the people in North America, but in other countries, it could be a pension, it could be retirement account, whatever, retirement. This is for your future. In America, where, 401k, you are able to match it, your employer will match it up. They could say, okay, you know what, if you put 1% of your income, we will match 1%. They could say that if you put 3%, we'll match it up to 3%. You want to, as much as possible, get money from that, because that's free money. That is free money. So if you put that, You max out that, up to whatever your employer is matching, you do that. That's the investment number one, basic investing. HIU savings account is investment 101 because zero risk. You're just putting money there and somebody is giving you, the bank is giving you 3 to 5%. Now, the second part of it is the 401k is investment 102. 401k. Max it out to whatever your employer is matching. And then the third investment 103. 103, right? Is it 103? Yeah. Roth IRA. Hello. Thank you so much for joining the live and thank you so much for sharing this. Share with others so that they can learn. Pay it forward. We're talking about the 4-account system. Now we are on the fourth account. Our first account is income account. Second account is expense account. Third is IU savings account. We are on investment account, which I call the wealth engine. 401k, Roth IRA is the second one. Roth IRA is so beautiful. The reason why Roth IRA is beautiful is because it grows tax-free. It grows tax-free, you all. It goes tax-free. It means that if you put 10,000 and you invest it in simple ETFs like VOO, QQQ, SCSG that I talk about, and if you're wondering, okay, why is this? Why do I love those? Go on my page, you would see SCSG, QQQ. There's one long video, one form video that I have right there that is going to explain all this. It will tell you all these things that I'm talking about. Okay, so you have your Roth IRA because if you invest 10,000, it returns 8 to 12% on a VOO. You keep it for 10, 20, 50, whatever number of years, and it grows up until 100,000. You are getting $100,000, not taxed. It is totally tax-free. That's the beauty of it. It is totally tax-free, but it is on a retirement account. So at your old age, think about it, is you are delaying, you are starving yourself a little bit, tiny little bit, because at times it's as little as the money for the coffee. It's as little as the money for that lunch that is going to max out your Roth IRA, $7,500 every single year. That's what you can put in your Roth IRA every single year. If you max it out, and then, or whatever amount, you don't even have to, whatever you can do, just put it there. It can even be the return on your IU savings account, 3 to 5%. It was a light bulb session when I had this on TikTok yesterday and today. If you have, let's assume hypothetically you have $10,000, right? $10,000 as your emergency fund. You put it there, it generates 3 to 5%. Let's assume it generates, 4%. 4%, which is what SoFi is giving right now. 4%, that is 4,000. That's $400 a year. Take that 400 because they're going to be paying you on a monthly basis. Instead of you spending that interest on the IU savings account, take the money and invest it put it in your Roth IRA, automate it, open a Vanguard account, Schwab's, or what's it called? What's the other one? Fidelity. Open one of those accounts and put that money inside the return that you get on your IU savings account, $30 or whatever. Put it in your Roth IRA. Trust me, before you have your Bank of America today, it gives us $1 every year. That's what you get. But because you change your account and you put it in a Capital One that gives 3.3% right now, you get that money, you put it in a Roth IRA for your older self that generates 8 to 12% in simple ETFs like VOO, IVV, SPY, or you put it in QQQ, right? You put it in there and you just leave it and let it grow every single year. You have something in your retirement. Depending on your age, it could grow up to like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, even a million. That's why it is important. Time in the market is way more than the time in the market. You're saying that, the market is there, I want to buy here. Trust me, even the best of the investors don't know, except you are God. That's when you know what is happening. Because you never knew that, nobody knew that gold was going to drop as it dropped this weekend. Nobody ever believed that crypto was going to be at 75,000 as of today. So that is why you put it, you cannot time the market, it's just your time in the market, because the rule of 72 says whatever amount you put in at a particular 8 to 12 returns, it doubles itself every 7 years. So if you're wondering how long does it take you to double your money, rule of 72, you double your money every 7 years. It means that if you put that 10,000 that we talked about, example, you put it in an ETF, it means that every 7 years it becomes 20,000. Then, and think about it, another 7 years, it's not 20,000 again. It's going to be 20,000 will be invested. It's going to be 40,000 at year 14. At year 21, it's going to be 40,000 times 2. That's 80,000. And at year 28, it's going to be 80,000 times 2, 160,000. And that is the power of compounding. I call it the eighth wonder of the world. And this is just easy. This is why the wealthy get wealthier. And this is why, if only we get this education, in colleges, in high school, in middle school, life will be better. Life will be better. So, what am I saying? You have your Roth IRA, you have your brokerage account. On top of that, you just also have your brokerage account. And then the last thing is, and I call it the wealth engine, real estate. Real estate. And let me know if you have any question. Drop your question. Real estate, I call that the wealth engine. Real estate is a beautiful investment vehicle. Real estate, I call real estate. Give me 1 second. What's going on, guys? Why is somebody here? Juba, Tola. What's going on? What do you want me to do? Oh, yes, Juba. You don't have the right, right? You don't have that, right? Yeah, sorry about that. So what am I? I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I needed to attend to something quickly. So the last thing is real estate. Real estate is the only asset class that gives you returns pays you in 4 different ways. And I will be using that to wrap up, right? Because I will be having this, we'll have this on a daily basis. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. And for those that, joined Catfishing Man, everyone that joined today, thank you so much. And thank you for sharing. I'll be back here tomorrow again. It's bedtime Money Talk with Dr. Lina. But before I wrap up, real estate is the wealth engine. We can talk about this, creating wealth through real estate, because it is one account that will pay you in 4 different ways. It pays you through appreciation. It pays you through tax deduction. It pays you through cash flow, and you have equity. And that's the beauty of real estate. And we can definitely talk about that tomorrow, because this is what is going to put gasoline into your wealth. It's going to expedite or make the process, the journey faster. So if you can have your income, increase your income, reduce your expenses, and then you can invest, you will definitely win with money. Okay? So let me know, do you have any question for me? Any question? And I'll play some music right now. Any question for me? And we are talking, it's bedtime, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Now is your time to ask me questions. Ask me questions. Are you savings account? Yeah. Let me know what questions that you have. Any questions? Okay, so just to recap, like I said, I'm a doctor of business and technology. So there is some form of structure that comes with me. So I will recap, and it's basically, what sort of account should we have? You should have one account, income account, you should have your IU savings account, you should have your expense account, and you should have your investment account. Those four accounts is critical to your success. Catfishing man, welcome back, right? So it is those accounts are the four accounts that is going to help you win with money. Income account, IE savings account, your expense account, and investment account. Most importantly, reduce your expense account, meaning your lifestyle, your rent, your grocery, your utilities. Increase your income account. That means increasing your salary, having multiple streams of income. That difference is what is going to help you win with money. In terms of high yield savings account, you can invest and have protection for your family. You have your emergency fund, you have your insurance, you have all of that, your short-term goals, your vacation, all of that, giving yourself a beautiful life. You put it in the high yield savings account. The goal is for it to be liquid, but it is generating returns. And lastly, is your investment, not lastly but not the least, is your investment account. Your 401k, right, falls in here. Your Roth IRA, your 401k should be to the amount that your employer is matching, right? And then your Roth IRA to the amount, if you can do up to the 7,500, because that's the limit. But also look at your income, because if you're high income individual, there's the limit to what you might not be able to contribute to an IRA. Then lastly is the brokerage. Your brokerage, you just use it, and you can open all of this with Vanguard, Schwab, or Fidelity, any of the one that you are comfortable with. I don't have any preference. Just look at the apps and see the one that works best for you. Look at the reviews, look at their ratings, and choose any of those. Open any of them, they would work okay for you. You can open your brokerage account, your Roth IRA. Remember, the 401k is with your employer. So check with your employer if they have 401k program, and then invest into it. Then lastly, which I call the wealth engine, still under the investment account bucket, is real estate. Reason why I call it the wealth engine is because it's going to help you accelerate your financial freedom journey. You want to retire at 40, that is what you want. That bucket, investment account bucket, having real estate in it would help you win, because real estate is going to pay you in four ways: appreciation, equity, cash flow, and lastly, tax deduction. Literally, the fact that you have real estate in your portfolio, you own real estate, you get tax deductions, you get tax benefit within the tax code. Okay, which is a whole lot of, it could run into tens of thousands at times, and that helps you to win with money. All right. So I really appreciate you, Catfishing Man, for staying all along, and every other person that joined tonight. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing. I'll be here tomorrow again. I'll be here tomorrow with bedtime Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And if you have not followed me on TikTok, it's also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. I have at 12 p.m. Central Time, I do have lunchtime Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So that is for people on TikTok, but you can also follow right there. And then on Instagram as well. Right now I don't do live, but I think I might just also start talking and just helping people as well on that. Okay, so that is the other one that we talk about. On Instagram is also Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Thank you so much. Share with all your family, share with your friends, and so that you can learn about money. You work too hard for your money. You should gain financial literacy. Build your knowledge about money so that you can help others, you can bless others, you can take care of your family, you can have more than enough to take care of yourself and to your family, and you can take care of yourself in future. And most importantly, you can have the financial freedom and peace that you need with life. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining tonight. Really enjoy the time that I spent with you. Feel free to ask me questions, drop questions, send me questions in the DM. Send me a question if you need clarity on something. Just let me know and I will surely respond to you. Do not forget to share with your friends, subscribe, and most importantly, make sure that your money is working harder than you do. And I'll see you tomorrow either at 12 noon for lunchtime money talk with Dr. Lina, and at 6 p.m. Central Time for bedtime money talk with Dr. Lina. Okay? Thank you so much, and I would feel free to subscribe. Consider subscribing and sharing this. All right, love you guys and have a beautiful night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye.